Hello and welcome back to another episode of Vintage Glamour. I'm your host Key Michel and welcome back to the show. So what is going on, everyone? I am very happy to be back here with you all for another episode, and I also hope that everyone is having a great day thus far, as well as a great month of March. I truly do believe that the topic for today is going to be really inspiring, really empowering, and I also do believe that it's going to resonate with many. This is also a topic that was inspired by somebody else in the resale fashion industry, and I want to take a moment just to shout out everybody in the resale fashion industry that is doing their thing and everybody that inspires me. I really do just appreciate being in this industry, and I'm also really grateful to be a part of this industry as well. And I want to start this off by also giving a shout out to Jewel, who is the inspiration for the topic for today. And the topic for today is show up and show out. And Jewel, her name on Instagram is Jewel's Vintage Closet. Jewel recently, posted something on Instagram, and she wrote a caption that really resonated with a lot of people. And I want to take a moment to read that caption right now. Her caption stated, "Show up and show out. Show up in every single moment like you're meant to be there. Even when you're there alone, still show up. Even when your friends see your post and won't show love, show up. Even when you don't see the results for all the hard work you're putting in, still show up and show out." Now, this caption resonated with a lot of people, and you all, it truly resonated with me. It really did. Because that was one of those days that I felt that feeling. You know what? I have to show up and show out more than ever today because I am feeling feelings inside that are telling me the opposite. And I feel like a lot of us, towards any pursuits that we have in life, we can feel those feelings that are telling us the opposite sometimes, right? That are telling us, you know what? Maybe you need to give this a rest. Or you know what? Maybe you need to give up. Or you know what? Maybe today isn't the day that you should show up and that you should show out. And you know what? It's so important to always combat those inner thoughts that are telling you lies, and to combat, those inner thoughts that are truly not telling you the truth about your path, about your journey, and about who you really are. Chasing any dream is never supposed to be easy, right? And I know that a lot of you all that listen to this show, you all love fashion, you all really enjoy resale fashion, but I also know that a lot of you all have your own dreams. A lot of you all have your own goals. And a lot of you all strive every single day to show up and to show out for your own dreams and for your own goals. And I know that sometimes it's not always easy, right? Sometimes you may be feeling those feelings like, hey, should I keep going? Is this worth it? Will I ever really see the fruits of my labor? And you know what, you all? Anytime I have ever felt those feelings, there has always been a sign. It's like something that happens that will show me, you know what? No, Kiana, you are on the right path and you must keep going. Our dreams and our visions and where we're going in life is bigger than just, us, and bigger than just, us fulfilling our own dreams for ourselves, right? We're really here to inspire and empower other people, right? We're here to raise the vibration of this world, right? And it's just bigger than us. And I think once, we really start to realize that, we have no other choice but to show up and to show out, right? When I was 23 years old, I did an AmeriCorps program called City Year Boston, right? And for City Year Boston, we worked really long hours with really, 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 really little pay. And you really had to find a purpose bigger than yourself, right? It wasn't the pay that was, keeping you there all hours of the day. I'm talking about we would work 12 to 14-hour days. It wasn't the pay that was keeping you there because you wasn't getting paid a lot at all. You had to find a purpose bigger than yourself to show up and to show out each and every single day. And you know what, you all, that was one of the most, I mean, I would say for my 20s, that was one of the most memorable experiences of that decade, because it really taught me that life is about purpose-driven work, and that life is about showing up and showing out and finding a purpose bigger than yourself. So anytime you may be feeling those feelings that are telling you the opposite, those feelings that are telling you the lies, those feelings that are telling you that, no, maybe today isn't the day that you should continue to show up and show out, you have to continue to show up and to show out. You have to continue to show up and show out and to continue to strive towards that purpose that is much bigger than yourself. And what I really loved was that her caption really resonated with a lot of people. I always think it's really dope when someone says something online and it really resonates with many. You can tell that many people needed that message just at that time frame, right? Just at that time frame. And I really want to commend her for letting that out. Sometimes, we have these thoughts and we can keep it to ourselves. Like, I'm feeling this today, but I don't know if this is something I should put on social media. Maybe, I shouldn't, come out and say how I've been feeling. But I really appreciate Jewel coming out and sharing her own bit of testimony and sharing how, maybe today is a day that I felt like I needed to show up and show out. This is today I've been feeling this, and I want to let other people know, no, show up and show out no matter what. And it really resonated with a lot of people, and it really resonated with me that day, because it was one of those days where I was really feeling, I have to show up and show out more than ever right now. So I really wanted to, send this message and give this message to each and every one of you all, because I really do believe that there's somebody that is listening to this show right now that needs to hear it. There's somebody that is feeling, maybe today isn't the day that I should show up. Maybe today is the day that I should give up. Maybe what I'm doing is never going to reach the potential of success that I see it in my mind, or that I feel like it can, right? And I'm here to tell you to keep going and to continue to show up and show out, because it's bigger than just you. It's bigger than just you. And once you realize that, you have no other choice but to keep going. Once you realize it's all about finding a purpose bigger than yourself, you have no other choice but to keep going, and you have no other choice but to show up and to show out. So maybe you're showing up and showing out for your family. Maybe you're showing up and showing out for, maybe you have children, maybe you're showing up and you're showing out maybe for your parents, right? Maybe you're showing up and showing out for humanity, and for the people that you really want to inspire and empower along your journey. Whatever it is, or whoever they are, continue to show up and show out for them each and every single day, because you have to find a purpose bigger than yourself. You have to always find a purpose bigger than yourself. Of course, you want to make yourself happy. Of course, you want to show up and show out for yourself, right? But what will really, really catapult you and to push you is when you realize that your purpose is bigger than just you, right? You got to show up and you got to show out for something that is bigger than just yourself each and every single day. And that is the wrap up and the ending for this episode. And I really hope that this episode resonated with many. And I once again want to shout out Jewel for being the inspiration for this show. And before I wrap this episode up, I want to give you all a couple of announcements. So the first announcement is Shout out to everyone that has been subscribing to the YouTube channel. I really appreciate it, and continue to subscribe because I have been posting a lot of content on the YouTube channel. The second announcement is that there are new articles up on the site this week, and there will be new articles up. There are also going to be new gems up. Shout out to people that have been shopping and buying gems last week. I really appreciate it. So there will be new gems up. And I know that a lot of people have been saying that they have been really into vintage purses this season, and that's something that they really want to get into for the spring. So that is something that I'm actually going to be looking for as well. And I want to thank you all for just letting me know the gems that you're really looking for, because it's really, really helpful as well. And I think the third announcement is just sending gratitude to everybody and thanking you all for continuing to listen to this show. I really appreciate it. It really, really means a lot. And I will see you all next week. And with that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in to another episode of Vintage Glamour. And I hope you all have a great one. Bye now.